What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Almost 60,000 views the past few days. Appreciate you guys so much. And I really have a question for you here. I'm going to show you two full breakdowns, but I want to look at this tweet from EA and ask you, do you think Madden and EA Sports knows how bad their game is? When you look at this touchdown, you can see clearly blocking downfield had occurred, especially with number 17. Now, we all know if you've played Madden, and if you haven't, I'm about to show you, this game's downfield blocking is atrocious. When you look at the touchdown run that I'm about to share, there is none of this blocking downfield the way you would see it in a traditional NFL game. So it only takes two plays to show you how poor this game is. We're going to do a 1-yard run and a 91-yard run. And the only difference in terms of success of these plays is how the game animates itself. No skill. All animation. So right here, I hit the gap in the line, and you can see the most important play here is the ball goes from one hand to the next. Now, a lot of people may say, why is that important? Well, number one, as a user, you really can't control this. This is the player going into an animation where he's going to try to truck through or run through a defender, and he'll do this at all cost. It makes no difference that Jones is actually standing here. He's not in a position to tackle me. He's not in an animation to tackle me. He literally stands up as I go through my tackle in terms of just trying to break it animation. Then he goes in and hits me into the ground. Now, how does this show us how poor downfield blocking is? I'm glad that you asked, because we're going to take a look at three players on the right side of this line, 87, 81, 82, and they're attempting to block 44 and 98. So you've really got 3 on 2. You should have a very successful block, but Madden has a lot of issues targeting and moving players outside of animation. So what happens is, as you can see, Kelsey starts to pursue a player almost downfield, but watch their movement. Watch how poor this animation quality is, especially with number 81, because he starts gliding through players to move up to block. Now, once Kelsey gets out, he starts to kind of chuck and run upfield, but that's really not being successful in terms of downfield blocking. Now, here's the 91-yard touchdown. You can't make this up. This is what the game did in 2 plays. I break a tackle, I run across open field. Okay, that's a touchdown. You know the rest. Now, there's no downfield blocking here, really. Let's take a look at what Sammy Watkins does. This, to me, is not a block. This is actually just manhandling a defensive back, whoever's going to be out there, and throwing him into the ground. Now, I want you to understand that I'm breaking this tackle in the back, and you can see they are actually starting to move the opposite direction and running toward each other. This creates all the problems in Madden, okay? So I'm going to show you from the backside of this play. Now, if you're actually playing football or you've played football, you know how wrong this is. I break the tackle. They are now running towards each other. Now, the reason this is critical is because now you can see they're no longer in a position to block downfield, right? They're attacking from the side. And when you attack from the side, you really can't block out. So what happens is you have this, where a player dives at his feet. I want you to watch what happens with these two critical blocks in this being a touchdown, because one, number 24, is not even blocked. So you can see 82 comes across, and he just undercuts, cuts the receiver or the defender's legs out, and takes him out of the play. Number 24 goes for a tackle. Now, he could have tackled me, but instead he kind of clips Watkins. This was the tweet. What I just showed you is not replicated here at all. You can see a player actually running upfield to block. Now, EA has to know that their game has been broken for years and years and years when it comes to downfield blocking. And what I've shown you in these last 2 plays is not even the worst of it. The worst of it actually comes after the play is broken. So let's go back and take a look at what Sammy Watkins does, because some of this is just inexcusable programming. You can't validate some of this. Sammy Watkins is now running backwards down the field. He's not even running in the direction I am. Now we're just talking about simplistic, where does he know he's going on the field? Now, I'm not even going to sit here and try to figure out what happens to Jarrell Casey on this play. Is he injured? Is he doing baby squats? Does his back hurt? What is this? So you can see, believe it or not, if you recall, that's who I broke the tackle with. He's not even pursuing downfield. He's standing here doing baby squats for no reason. Take a look at number 90. He's not even trying to do anything except get ran in the back of by my lineman. This is Madden 20 trying to replicate football. I know a lot of times I like to bring up other games. You don't want to have another game embarrass Madden when this is what we're looking at on a next-gen console trying to replicate football while they're tweeting fundamental football being displayed on a field, and they're nowhere near it in their product. Love to know your thoughts on this. Appreciate you checking it out. You know I will be back in the week with more commentary.